Hello everybody! We are about to open the normal collector booster, single collector booster box. I'm really excited about this. There are so many beautiful cards that I want to play with that are just gorgeous and don't necessarily have to be crazy, but there are also some crazy cards in this set, so I'm really excited to have open this. I'm so stoked. And I'm so glad that this actually did really well as we were like hyping this set so much. It did really well in the pre-releases. A lot of places were sold out. I'm so happy about that. I think it says the right message to Hasbro that we really do want them to give us real magic. Not that Universes Beyond isn't real magic, but like we want also these. Like we want them to take the time to create such an amazing storyline and world and just, you know, characters and things and animals and creatures and humans, oh my. But no humans on this plane. I'm stoked that it's doing so well. Maybe if I save up, I can get another one of these at some point. We'll see. But this is so super sweet, and I'm so excited about this. I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments what you're hoping to open and whether you opened it and whether we opened it too, because wow, this is so exciting. Okay, so no box topper, so we're just gonna pull those out there. Put this over to the side. We've got the 6 and 6. Yep. There they are. All right, so let's put this over here and let's go. Here we go. So first pack. Obviously, things are going to be a lot cheaper, certain things that people are looking for than they would be otherwise at this point, because since the shocks are being printed in multiple printings and at just rarity, you'll be able to pick those up pretty cheap, and now is the time to do so. I remember the last time they were printed was Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance, and they were just, you know, they were down to like $5 for a while, and eventually they just climbed back up again. Same thing, you know, between that period and the Return to Ravnica / Gatecrash shocks, so which were also down to like $5 to $8 for a while. So I mean, if you're looking for a good investment, those are usually actually quite good as an investment if they're that low, at least in the past. The economy's doing crazy things and you might want to save money right now, but yeah. Oh wait, are these Japanese? Yes, fabriqué au Japon. Okay, so oh, maybe we're okay. Yeah, okay, so we're good. We just flip it now. Okay. Sometimes that flips and the rares are all in the weird place. Okay, but here we go. Commons first. So Blighted Blackthorn has some good utility in Limited. Again, if you can just keep blighting, you can keep drawing a card and losing one life. That's fine. It's not great. It's just fine. Kolrath Zealot does some cool stuff in the Elemental deck. Flamekin Guildweaver, same thing, and fixes a little with that thing. Blight Rot's a great card. So much fun, and that artwork is fantastic. The scratch became a sore. The sore became a wound. The wound became an infection. And the infection became a funeral. Wow. Epic. All right. Timid Shieldbearer, that mass pump and that thing, the Kithkin stuff. Springleaf Drum is an amazing reprint for this because there's a lot of stuff in the set that like you get value from tapping things. It's also just a way to fix mana and ramp yourself with using your creatures. Unbury. We've got similar things like that with the... in the pirate set that would allow us to get something, 2 pirates back or like 1 creature type back, and there's another one to this, but the instant speed is pretty sweet. Yeah, good card in this set. The potentially semi-free changeling clone, pretty cool. Nice, and retains all creature types. Goat Nap, there we go, steal a changeling, get +3/+0. Mountain, gorgeous, in foil, geez, that's pretty. I actually am gonna look closely at that once we get through the pack, but wow. Okay, first rare mythic. Here we go. Probably Riss, judging by the color. Yep. Riss it is! Or Reese. Decent card. I mean, it's does the thing. Saves a creature potentially, or at least you get it back and get the ETB again. And then you can also remove counters. All right, Auntie Ool. This is from the Commander. The one you get is foil in the regular. So usually these are worth a little bit more because they only come in the non-foils only come in the collector boosters, but they're not worth much more, usually. Glenelendra Guardian in the alternate art. I think this card is pretty sweet. We'll see whether it sees standard play. Not sure, but it's a fine fairy. It's no Glenelendra Archmage, we'll put it that way. But it is a fun card. Sig's Command, alt art. And, foil. Oh, this is the recur all the creatures, I think. I need one of those anyway. Bloodline Bidding, extended art foil. Okay. Nothing terribly like money in that, but this one I definitely want to use in a reanimation deck that for like zombies or something like that I have. So not a reanimation deck, but a zombie deck. Okay, so I'm gonna put the rares and mythics to the side here. I'm gonna take a look at that mountain. Wow, that is really cool. So the flamekin here, and then the like little fires coming, like chimneys like coming out of these sort of pod-like things. That's so cool. Okay, that's just really neat. I really like that. The artwork in this whole thing is just a, you know, slam dunk, awesome, amazing, crazy, cool. Like, oh my god, the art direction. And the artist just nailed everything. It's so neat. I love it. Let me know what your favorite art is in the comments if you get the chance, because I want to see all of it. Because there's sometimes where I'll be playing a card and I won't be really looking at it. And so I really want people to just tell me what their favorites are so that I can make sure that I get a good look. And that I can appreciate everything there is to appreciate about the set, because there's so much going on. It's so cool. All right, keep out, decent removal and enchantment stuff. Temporal cleansing, nice way to convoke stuff and interact. Stomp Link can be everything. Great Forest Druid, decent ramp for a tree folk. Hi, Floof. On a body. Works well with Doran. Wild Vine Pummeler. Cost one less. Yeah, this one's fun. Dawn Blessed Pendant I've seen do some work. It's a way to get recursion if you don't have it, and a bit of extra life. I've been using this really nicely. Really like that one. The Vivid is sweet. Shimmer Creep. Noggle the Mind. There we go. Them noggles be noggling. Bark of Doran. I haven't used this yet in Limited. I haven't needed to do it. I don't think it's great, but we'll see if I'm wrong. Ooh, these are so stunning in foil. So this is a Shadowmoor version of the land. There's a Lorwyn version and a Shadowmoor version, I think. And I think this is the Shadowmoor version of the forest. Seems right with the light like that. We got Kirol, doubling the triggers. Well, copying the triggers, rather, but effectively doubling. Aberrant Return. 6 mana to put 1, 2, or 3 target creature cards from your graveyard onto the battlefield on your control. Each of them mentions with an additional -1. Okay. Alright. There was a 6 mana Final Fantasy one that just put 3 target creature cards from your graveyard on the battlefield on your control. I think. Not absolutely certain. I'd have to go look at it again, but maybe it was 2. I'm not sure. Let's see. Another Riss. Okay. And another... Jesus. Okay, we're just getting all the same... Ooh, but a foil Wistfulness full art. That's cool. That is very sweet. I love it. I'm not sure I have a deck for it. Well, see, the thing is, it doesn't go in my Flicker decks because you don't get the Flicker stuff. It's just, you have to cast to get the stuff. You have to use the mana to cast it to get that stuff. But it's still really freaking cool and beautiful. I think I'm going to consider putting that in a Simic deck just for fun because it's just so much value. Just 4/5 mana, get all those effects as well for a 6/5. That just seems so good. So I will consider where that might go. Then we got that elf token and treasure token there. I will consider where that might go. I'm not absolutely certain. That one's a tough one. Very tough one. But I love having the card. It's so cool. So cool. Oh, I am building an elemental deck. I forgot. I am building a 5-color elemental deck, and I just want to build it with like the craziest, jankest stuff. So that can go in that. Definitely. All right. That I've got a home. All right. Safe Right Cavalry. Fun card in Limited. Sun-Dappled Celebrant. Burning Curiosity. Midnight Tilling. The elf cards love this. Also, I just love that artwork. It is so wonderful. Lissalana Informant. Protective Response. It's just cool artwork too. Creekwood Safe Right. Sear. Poor thing. Everything becomes kindling at the right temperature. Jeez. Illusion Spinners. I actually saw my first one in Limited of these today. Swampy. I think that's the Lorwyn version. It's pretty cool. Looks almost cozy. Ooh, sexy. I do have a place for this. Eridu, Carrier of Dawn foil. And then on the other side, we have, and I'll spoil the next card by doing this, but whatever. We have Isilu, Carrier of Twilight. That is super freaking sweet. I'm actually not, I know I want it in a deck. I'm just not sure where. I think it's probably my life gain deck, but I'm not absolutely certain. It could just be my Death Triggers deck as well. just because it's so much value there to have persist. Okay, we're going to sleeve that one up in a second, but that's a super nice pickup. Elemental Spectacle from the Commander Extended Art. I don't think this card is at all good. I think it's really bad, in fact, but, whoa. Wait, are you seeing that? I think we got a shattered foil thing in the back there. Oh, man, sorry, I just noticed that. This card's bad, I think. And let me know if I'm missing something about it, but I think it's bad. Shadow Urchin, nice throwback to the Dusk Oofs. Dusk Urchins, I think it is, yeah. Okay, what is it? Oh. Damn. Oh. That is a... Whoa. That's a pretty one. That's a pretty one, she says. Oh, that's a hell of a pack. Hairdo foil and a Moonshatter fractured foil. That is stunning. Okay, I'm gonna, Sleevey. Sleevey. Wow. That is cray cray. I think that goes in my Marin deck. Wow. Oh my goodness, that shines. Jeez. Okay. Oh, sorry. So sexy. Okay. Can't stop looking at it. All right, let's leave up the hairdo in that, and wow. Okay, that's a hell of a drug. Okay. Beautiful artwork. Put this away. Woo. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink of tea after that. That was really nice. I wonder what that's worth right now. I assume everything's gonna be coming down as the set releases. So whatever it was is probably much less. But I'm assuming it's something. I think that's one of the cards that people want currently. I don't know whether it's actually going to be as good as, you know, it might be, but as people think it might be. Like, I don't know whether we have all the synergies, but it looks pretty sweet. I'm hoping it does something now, especially because I have one. But yeah. Stratosaur, nice. Dawn's Light Archer, Tributary Vaulter. The Merfolk deck, the flying is just... there's a lot of crazy cards in the Merfolk that can really get out of control. Kolrath Mystic, Cinder Strike, good removal. Swataway, great removal. Graveshifter in the foil. I'm putting this right to replace the other Graveshifter in my other deck, because that one's pretty creepy. The old shifters, for like shapeshifters and changelings, changelings in particular, were humanoid, sort of gray-blue with reptilian eyes, and it was just really ugly, and they went for the more cute version this time, and I really like it. This card, though, the image makes me sad. Makes me very sad. Except that we know he's gonna bring it back, so there we are. So that one's cool. I'm gonna put it in the excited pile. This is a cool card. It's a really cool card. In limited to bring back some stuffs. So yeah, Boggart Mischief can do some work. Plains, the Shadowmoor version. And Slumbering Walker, bring back those 2 or less power things. That did some work for me in the early access. That was pretty sweet. Impulsivity from the Commander, the Elemental. There's... Ooh, Brigid! I definitely wanted this card for my Wrist deck, my Wrist Populate deck, because it makes... Not only is it like two bodies, so 4 power and 3 toughness over 2 bodies for 3 mana, which is already crazy, but then you get to do the Gaia's Cradle type thing, and we're going to reveal the next card, sorry, on the other side, which is just so cool. X green or X white. I always thought this was X and a green or X and a white because of the way Magic is usually templated, but I think I've been corrected, and I think I've now figured it out. It's just this many green or this many white, where X is this. It looked like X and a green, but I think they might have they put the space between the X and the green, and between the white to try to differentiate it. But yeah, but I'm really excited about this card. I definitely wanted that card. That's really, really nice. And then Ashling, nice. This is super sweet, full art, because I really want to put it in that 5-color Elementals deck. And then the backside, nice. Okay. And then we have this Mirror Mind Crown, which I think is just too expensive to do anything real in limited. And I just, yeah. In terms of like the mana input, like it's just, I don't even think I want it in my token generation deck. It's too bad. Merfolk and Worm token. Oh, it's kind of cute. Oh, that's actually a little cute. Okay. All right, so let's put this away here. I actually do want to sleeve up the cards that I know I want to put in those decks. Those are really exciting. But yeah, my 5-color elemental deck is my next brew, and I am so excited about it. I tend to love 5-color decks just because they require a lot of creativity, and they're just, for me, a lot of fun to make. So I have a lot of them, but yeah, probably more than I should. But yeah, we can get rid of some at some point. Maybe. All right. Next pack. So far, I'm thrilled with getting stuff that I wanted for play stuff. And I think we're already, like... I wasn't expecting, you know, much value, so this is already pretty good. So, Brambleback Brute, Spiral into Solitude, and that one pack I think was responsible for almost all of it. Surly Farrier, Wanderwine Distractor, Mist Meadow Council, all right. Eclipsed Elf, really cool artwork. That probably, I mean, that certainly goes in my elf deck. I'm not sure about this printing because I really like the other printing as well. Ooh, Reaping Willow is so much fun. Vinebred Brawler, really amazing artwork. Evan Fong just knocks it out of the park every time. I'm starting to notice. You may notice the black common that everybody's talking about, the 3/3 Menacer, with the art that's like on the box for Lorwyn. So like they're advertising stuff. It's so good. But yeah, Silvergill Mentor. Okay, more Merfolk. Probably goes in my Merfolk deck. Plains from Lorwyn, very nice. And yeah, we saw the other side of that. Yeah, so they have both the types here. Let's find the other planes that we had from Lorwyn. There it is. So you can see the two sides of the art, essentially. The Lorwyn side and the Shadowmoor side. You can see how those line up. Pretty fascinating. All right, we got a Lava Leaper, which I really don't like. But, I mean, you can set up wins with it, definitely. You just have to make sure you win that turn. Lava Leaper... Abundant Countryside from the EDH. Add 1 mana of any color, only to cast a creature spell. That's pretty sweet, but you can also add colorless, so you're not bound to it. That's really nice. 6 mana, create a 1/1 color shapeshifter creature token with Changeling. Ew. I might have to put this in my Changeling deck in addition to the Elemental deck. I'm so excited about that. We got a High Perfect Morkant. Everybody's building this. It does go in my Elf deck, because it's stupid and an elf. So there we go. Then we got Taster of Wares. This card is great, in my opinion. I think it might see, like, standard play. It's just fun. Maybe it's too expensive for what it does, but it seems good. Then we got Selfless Safe Right, Extended Art Foil. That's useful. I probably put it in an elf deck. It doesn't need to go in elf deck. It does save any creature type. But I think the elf deck particularly suits it. So, all right, that's cool. I'm happy about both, you know, of those. I don't think it was anything of serious value there because I think although Morkant is heavily desired, it's just a rare, and I don't think it's that pricey. All right, here we go. Foil Elemental token, cool. Love that. Reluctant Dune Guard, nice, fine. Evolving Wilds, all right. Boggart, it's so cute. Aquatex Defenses. Bloodletter. Ooh, Rhymekin Recluse is very, very good. This is an excellent card in Limited. Mana War, Eat Your Heart Out. Sting Slinger. This one actually killed me today in a crazy deck that had, you know, crazy blight synergies, and I could never get anything that had more than 2 toughness, so kept getting wrecked by the tree folk. I also couldn't get any removal. Ooh, perfect. This is absolutely going in my elf deck. I wanted a foil of this. I wanted specifically this art. The other art is stunning too. Don't get me wrong, but this particular art is absolutely amazing. Oh, and look, it's Evan Fong. Yep. Okay, that makes total sense. I'm gonna put that over there. That is really cool. Requiting Hex. Okay. Swampy. Oh, very cool. Oh, that's stunning in foil. All right, here we go. Ooh, Mythic. Oh, Celestial Reunion. Allows me to search up an elf. It's probably the most likely use for it. Yeah, it's fine. In the Populate deck, though, or the elf deck, it may still be better to run Court of Calling or something like that at instant speed. Oh, well. Eventide's Shadow from the Commander. Remove any number of counters from among permanents on the battlefield. You draw cards and lose life equal to the number of counters removed this way. So this is like the Blight deck that wanted this. As well as, of course, you know, any of your Abzan +1/+1 counter decks. Another Slumbering Walker, but this art is fantastic. Very, very cool. Oh, there we go! Oko, full art! Yeah, why are you like this? At least it's not the other one, which, I mean, we clearly watched for the plot, but it had a whole nother, issue going on. It went much further than this one. But that's really cool. Okay, we're gonna see the next card when I flip it. Sorry, for the spoiler. Oh, okay, we could get 2 Planeswalkers in a row. So there's Oko, the other side. And then there's full art foil Ajani. Okay. I don't think this is very good. I really don't. I think it's great in limited. Obviously, Planeswalkers are generally great in limited these days. I don't have a deck for this. Like, there's green and white Kithkin creatures, meh, whatever. 4 damage to a tapped creature, meh. Puts it at 1, like, eh. Yeah, I don't even know that I have a deck for this. It's so pretty, but I wish I had a deck for it. Ooh, Elemental 4/4 that is really cool. That artwork is great. And then the old Elemental from Omnath, etc. Okay, let's leave Oko up. And actually the Celestial Reunion, just because it is a mythic. And the Ajani, because somebody will want it. I might do a giveaway. Because I don't think any of my decks want it. I just don't think it's that good. It is a 3-mana Planeswalker, which traditionally tend to be pretty good, but like, you know, used to be. That you were really excited about. It does protect itself a little bit by pooping out that 1/1 to block, but it's just I don't think it's that powerful overall. Especially not to compare it like to many of the other Ajani Planeswalkers, or even just the regular Ajani like from Modern Horizons 3. But 2 Planeswalkers in a row was pretty cool, and the Oko I definitely have a use for, because Oko is Broko. Because frankly, just flipping it like so basically. The -2/-0 does protect it pretty well a lot of the time, but the 2 Elks on -3 is pretty cray-cray. I think I have a use for it. I might not. It still depends. Like, it's still... The first side of it itself doesn't protect itself all that well. The -2/-0 until end of turn to put to 4 loyalty. You don't necessarily want that mid-game or late-game in an EDH deck. So, we'll see. All right, Wild Unraveling. Blight to make it just a counterspell, otherwise it's a cancel. Gold Meadow Nomad, fine stuff to blight onto. Here's the one by Evan Fong that everybody's like, just whoa, freaking whoa. And yeah, whoa. Holy hell, that goes hard. Okay. Yeah. God, that's so pretty. Okay, moving along. Flaring Cinder, we got that Elemental Sorcerer. Heirloom Auntie. Encumbered Rejury, it was fun. I've been having some fun with that one. Eclipsed Marrow to find this. I really, my Merfolk deck is in fact Simic. It's not white. There's still only like 13 white Merfolk prior to this, or maybe even including this. So it's not good enough. It's mostly green, blue, so a little sad about that one. This one's fun. Pyrrhic Strike, I've been really impressed with in limited. It's been a good removal spell. Swampy, again. And Lewin, Imperfect Naturalist. I still think this is a good card because it allows you not to flood out and you can just poop out a lot of little tokens. I don't think it goes in my elf deck. I just don't think there's a slot for it. The 2-drop slot is completely bonkers crazy. So, and this one doesn't quite do that, but it's just a neat one. Wickersmith's Tools. This is from the Commander. And then again, this is for the Blight deck / counters deck. Winnowing is absolutely, as far as I can tell, just like it has a good ceiling, but the floor is so low and limited where they're just like, well, I get to keep all my creatures cool. So it's icky. So I haven't liked it in limited, so I haven't run it yet, but I've heard horror stories about running it. Oh, Catharsis full art. Okay. Kithkin. Why are they could they be soldiers, warriors, blah? Kithkin just have so few synergies overall. There's just not enough Kithkin to care about Kithkin. So I'm a little sad about that it makes Kithkin instead of soldiers. It's still a good card. The white-red just, you know, likes it. It's good value. In limited, I've been a little bit less impressed with it either. Like, it just, just hasn't done enough. But maybe that was just my draw sequence. All right, then we've got a full art. Looks like a shock. Probably Sulfur Falls from that art. We'll see. Steam Vents, sorry. Shock. Sulfur Falls is not the shock. Sulfur Falls is the checks whether you have a forest or an island or a mountain. But yeah, Steam Vents, much better. Okay. Foil Steam Vents, full art, cool. And is that the double-sided one? Yes, it is the double-sided one. Cool, very, very cool. All right, Kithkin, we're going to sleeve up those two. And yeah, so again, just happy to pick up shocks. They're nice. And the Catharsis is a sweet one because it will go on my elemental deck, my silly elemental deck that just tries to do all the things. Absolutely. Every single thing, we're doing it. So we have 4 packs after this one. And let's see what we got. Oko Emblem. Creatures you control of the chosen type have... those horns are much bigger than the crown that we see here. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I see. It's this side. Okay. That makes sense. Shadowmoor makes the horns bigger. Shadowmoor makes him horny. And moving along. Okay, Gravel Gill Scoundrel, cool. Wary Farmer, decent value. Shore Lurker, nice. Flame Caster. Did kill me. Well, almost kill me once the other day. Ooh, it actually has a little bit of a weird thing in the foiling there. Okay. Guiltleaf's Embrace. Eclipsed Realms. Makes those things castable there. Rhyme Speaker does some work. Sour Bread Auntie. I actually haven't seen this since the early access. It's been weird. I haven't seen it played against me. I haven't seen it's weird. Don't know if it's good. In limited, we'll see. Spell Snare. Reprint for other things. Swampy. And ooh, Curious Colossus. Let's piss off one player entirely. Overwhelming Splendor is still probably a better thing to do overall, just because, again, this only affects the creatures on the board at the time, but it's still worth it. I like it. Off-Nab Goat! Yes! Winning! This just leads to so much fun. I'm going to sleeve this one up because I like Off-Nabbed Goat. So this is extended art from the commander. This just leads to so much fun. Let's pass the goat around until it explodies. It is definitely over all the things. Yeah, that is just so fun for games. Twilight Diviner, the elf that surveils 2, and then when you reanimate things, if they or put them back into the play, right, in various ways from the graveyard, you get to create a token that's a copy. That's pretty special. Also, I kind of like that art. I probably will use that in something. We'll see. I wonder if I do want to put it in my 10 reanimate deck just because we could get 2 of them. It'd be so cool. I'll consider it. All right, Collective Inferno. Choose a creature type, then double all damage that sources you control of the type would deal. Goblins might want it more than anything, I think, but I don't know that I have a space for it. Oh. Okay, so this is the Japanese art of something? Of Meek Attack. Wow, cool. I think this card is crazy cool. That's a nice one. It is the Japanese foil of it. Japanese artwork foil of it, the showcase foil. It is not a fractured Japanese foil, but it is really, really cool. Just want to clarify, but that is super sweet. I did want this card to do some shenanigans with, maybe. But yeah, this one might do some stuffs. People are talking about it with like the World Sire and the Zagana, Prime Speaker Zagana, and the Gear Hulk of some kind or something. It was like the Titanic Hulk or so. It's the 7-drop that is a 0/0, but it comes in play with 3 counters on it and then poops out tokens, gnome tokens or whatever for it. Yeah, Thunder Hulk, something. Yeah. So this could do some crazy stuff, and I'm so excited if it does. But that's a nice pickup. Okay. All right. So next we have. Ba-doo-boo-boo. All right, let's see. All right, we've got Feed the Flames. I actually had several, I had Recursion in my deck earlier today, And this was what the opponents had for removal. 2 of these, and it was just like, my recursion sucks because nothing's hitting my graveyard. But it was sad. Okay, Stalactite Dagger, make that Changeling, Gallant Foul Knight, Chunker Chicken, run away together. Amazing artwork, and beautiful flavor text. This is a stunning card, and I will almost certainly keep this just because it's so beautiful. Gristle Glutton, again, this is the one that got me earlier today in combination with the Tree Folk that -2/-2s things by removing 2 counters from itself. Pretty cray-cray. Good stuffs. Ooh, Pummeler for Hire, great giant. This is a really nice spell in Limited. Just really nice. I suspect I could put this in like a peasant cube and be happy about it too. Kinsbale Aspirant. This is a crazy card that does great things, and Margaret Organ Keen illustrated is gorgeous. It's awesome. Savannah Lions, eat your heart out. Okay, Kithkeeper. I have not seen anyone play this yet, and I've not been tempted really to do so. Well, we had it in one deck, it just never showed up, and we actually always had the mana to cast it, but never found it, sadly. Well, too bad. Impolite Entrance. Trample and hasten until end of turn, draw a card. So it does replace... Ooh, an Island. Shadowmoor version. Nice. Then we have Sunderflock. Let's return all the non-elemental creatures to their owner's hands. That's going to be fun in the elemental deck. Then we have Puka's Covenant. So this is from the commander. Whenever creature you control with a counter on it dies, you can return another target permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of counters on that creature from your graveyard to your hand. Only once each turn, though. Oh, Dream Harvest. Yep, do want that for my Tasha deck. Cool. And Grub, Storied Matriarch, the full art. This is a really fun one. I do not have anything but a mono red goblin deck, so this doesn't go in it, but this is such a great card. So much fun. Might go in Deadpool. Ooh, that's a very shiny card. Oh, it's Tam. I have so many of them. No, please, no. Aw, man. So in my pre-release, I opened a pack which was regular Tam into foil Tam. And then the next pack had regular Tam in it too, and I was just so sad. Not that Tam's not a good card, it's just I really didn't need 3 in a sealed pool. Alright, so there's Grub, and then the extended art foil Tam. I don't have an extended art foil yet. No, the foil that I got was a regular foil. This Grub is so good. So much fun. Yeah, I don't think this goes in Deadpool. I don't think there's a spot. Tam, Elf Warrior, and a plant token. Okay, alright, put these away here. And then, next pack. 2 more after this, so here we go. I do not know what any of this is valued at right now. I mean, I knew a little bit more about the value by when you know, before the releases, and so I'm sure it's all gone down from what I know that it was then, so we'll see. Reckless Ransacking, Stoic Grove Guide, Assert Perfection, Auntie's Sentence, that's been doing some work for me in Limited. Sky Swimmer is nutty in these Merfolk deck. Nameless Inversion reprint, always nice. Warren Torchmaster, give your hasty bits. I really like this. I think I might actually put it in the Goblin deck, we'll see. Boggart, Giant Fall, Moonton, the Shadowmoor side, and here we go. Is this like Bridget something? Yeah. Okay. This I will never have a use for, because I will never have a dedicated Kithkin deck, and that really sucks. Because there's just not enough Kithkin. Sigh. But it's fun and limited. Lamentation from the Commander deck. Cool one to get. I think I've got almost every one of those so far. Of the, those extended art. Ugh. And Blaze Epiphany. Meh. And Aurora Awakener, Giant Druid 7/7. I actually like the regular art better, but this is really classic. Pretty sweet. So the Vivid, and then you get to reveal the X permanent cards, and I revealed 2 lands and like a 2/2 last time. It was sad, because we had 3 colors. Ugh, but okay. Ooh, Wanderwine Prophets reprint. Not worth much, I think, but it's a special guest foil, so that's cool. So this was... Never really made a splash in anything. Sorry. But it's a cool card to have, and special guest and blah. Okay, Rhino and Thissy. Okay, here we go. Second to last pack. What we get in? What we get in? All right, Appeal to Erdu. Changeling Wayfinder. That's a fun one. Just make sure you fix your mana. And limited. Feisty Spikeling can attack pretty well. Early. Rooftop Percher. Sometimes you are desperate. And sometimes you have to like take out some elves from the graveyard of somebody who's doing Morkan's Eyes or whatever it is. 10 the Sprigs. Prisma Basher. This card's a house. Disguised as a magic card. This card is so good in limited. That's just and this, yes! I did want this in foil. I can't look at it for too long or I'll crack up. Okay. Prismatic Undercurrents. I don't think this card is any good. And limited at all. It may be able to do something in certain... I just don't... I don't like it. So you'd have to have like 3 colors. By the time you played it on 4... You don't even put 1 into play for 4 mana. I really just think this is pretty crap. If I put 1 of them into play, I'd be vaguely tempted. I mean, you can put 1 into play because it's an additional land. So I guess it does actually put 1 into play because you get to them to the hand and then you can play 1 land there. But me... So much mana for this. It might have a spot in EDH. I don't know yet. It could. Twin Flame Travelers, triggering the elementals twice. Island, very pretty. That's gorgeous. That is stunning. Okay. Ooh, Adept Water Shaper, pretty fun. Other tap creatures you control have indestructible, really good and limited. Who knows? Maybe it'll find a home in something else. I don't currently have a space for it that like allows me to sort of tap at instant speed and care about that in white yet. But we'll see. Rain Slicked Copse. So it's the cycling land, so it's finishing up the end of this. So, the cycle of cycling lands from Amonkhet, actually, I think that this is finishing up. So I actually did want one of these because I do have a like lands in graveyard synergy deck that is Simic, I think. So I think I want this. So it's not unexciting for me, even though I don't think it's worth pretty much anything. But I like it. Flittering Nuisance. I love this card, and this is adorable, and it's full art, alternate art, and I'm going to put it right in my fairy deck. I'm so excited about this. That is so sweet. Ooh, Spine Rock Tyrant. Nice. Alt art. Not foil. Flying Wither, 6/6, 5 mana. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell with a single target, you may copy it. If you do those spells gain Wither, you may choose new targets for the copy. So this is going to... I don't think it goes in my 5-color dragon deck. I think the 5-drop slot is completely booked. And this is not quite as good as most of them. However, in my spells deck and in my like... And in my spells deck, the Is It spells deck, I think I would just love this card. The other place it might be going in is the Clouth deck, the red-green dragon deck that I might be building. We'll see. But I love this card, and I'm so excited to have it, so I will put it in a sleeve. And then a freaking another Slumbering Walker with a foil. All right, well, that is gorgeous, and I will keep the foil version and maybe give away the non-foil. And then we have the Merfolk thingy. Okay. Nope. Off the desk, cat. Off the desk. Off the desk. I love you, but off the desk. Go on. Yes. Sorry. All right, so let me sleeve up this Spine Rock Tyrant, and then I will get to the last pack. Here we go. And any predictions on what will open? Let's see. This has been a pretty cool box. I knew I was going to love whatever I opened, honestly. We may or may not get our value back, but that's always the case with these collector booster boxes. It is a huge gamble, and you are almost... These days, it's almost never that you get your value back. You have to spike something crazy. So I'm not really expecting that. We get these so that you can have the vicarious thrill of opening them, and I can find some giveaways and some cards to sell and some cards for my decks. So I mean, and then we get the dopamine hit of opening packs, and then you don't have to spend money. Yay! So here we go, final pack. There we go, a little shapeshifter token for us there. Made by that little artifact at 2. Mischievous Sneakling token, changeling with flash, pretty cool. What else we got? Feardock Core, the thing that is a changeling also, and can become a 4/4 artifact creature until the end of turn by paying 4, and you add 1 mana of any color. Berserker, okay. Tweeze! Really think about this, and then you're just in pain. You can feel the pain. I have only ever had like a nose hair pulled once, and excruciating. I can't. Who does this? This is just owies. And I am a giant wimp. Unforgiving Aim. I have run this in main deck. I think it's been pretty great in that, because there's a lot of times where I can't answer something with flying, and there's a lot of enchantment-based removal in both white and blue, so... and on, you know, the off chance that they're swinging with 4/2, we often will block with this thing, so it's been pretty nice. Luminolus. Okay, an elemental with a vivid. You gain life equal number of colors among permanents you control. It's a 4-mana 2/4 death touch, which isn't great stats in EDH constructed, anything like that, but can be fine in limited. I haven't seen a lot of it yet on the board. This I have seen. This one's fun. When this creature dies, exile the top card of your library until end of turn. Your next turn, you can play that card. Pretty sweet for a 3-mana 3/2 changeling. Blech. Eclipse Kithkin. Great artwork. Great card in limited for the Kithkin decks. It's just, we just don't have a Kithkin deck. Someone make a Kithkin deck. Someone make an EDH Kithkin deck. Let me see it. Convince me that it's good. I mean, and that it's good because it's Kithkin and not because it's just like something else, the theme. Like whether that's like soldiers or populate or yeah. I don't know. Ooh, Personify is a good one. Exile target creature control, get the ETB again, or protect it from a thing. A removal spell, create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter token, get something on the back of it. That's so sweet. Oh, there's the beautiful Lorwyn version of this forest that we got in. Yeah, that was definitely the Shadowmoor thing from before. All right, what we got? We got blue. Is it Tam? Oh, it's fucking Tamigan. Okay, this card loves me, and I think it's worth like 2 cents. But you know, there we are. It's not horrible. It's just prevalent. Tam. All right, Dread Tiller from the commander. From the Blight deck, Scarecrow 2/4 for Golgarian 1. Whenever a creature with -1 encounter dies, you may put a land card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. Okay. And when it enters, put a -1 encounter on target creature, so you can target theirs and do stuffs or blah. Yeah, Gloom Ripper again. Didn't we get that in the first pack or something like that? Anyway, it's a fun one. It does kill something and then make an elf really big. So, yeah. I mean, I think it's a good card, and it's going to go in my elf deck. I just don't think it's worth anything. Cool stuffs. Okay. Okay. Freaking Kithkins. The only Kithkin that I really like in this for constructed is is a 2/2. It has first strike and life link. It's 1 and a white, and when it attacks, you can put a creature with converted mana cast X or less into the battlefield where X is the number of creatures that are attacking. It's so good. All right, what we got here? It's foil. It's black blue. What is it? Black blue, black blue. Oh, white blue, white blue. Okay, I actually couldn't see it. I thought that was a blue. Okay, this is the Abigail. Okay. That's still a fun card. I really like it, so I'm happy to get it. I don't really have a deck for it. But we'll see where that goes. Oops, I gotta put the rares and mythics over there. All right, well, that last pack was unexciting, sadly. Okay, so that was the last of it. Hopefully we, got at least halfway to our money. We'll see. But again, the ones that I'm super excited about, obviously there's some ones that I'll play. Like, I will probably play that. Super excited about the Tyrant. That is so cool. I absolutely will play this Cops in that deck. Flitterwing Nuisance, super excited about. The Imposter goes in my all the things deck, the Changeling deck. That is so exciting. I am building an elemental 5-color deck, so the ones from the commander seem really cool, so I'm excited to play those. Don't think so yeah, and then Sunderflock goes in that, so that's exciting. Dream Harvest goes in Tasha. I think I might have another one of those in non-extended art, but I'm not sure which one I'll use. But that is vaguely exciting because I actually do want that one to go in. That I was looking for one. I don't know what I'm going to do with Meek Attack, but I might do something. So I am excited to get that. That one's just a cool pickup, period. So Twilight Diviner probably does go in a deck. I'm just not sure exactly which. Off-Nap Goat definitely goes in a deck. I just want to have shenanigans. That'll be so much fun. The Steam Vents is just cool. Love getting shocks. I really think we got very few, actually. I think, is that the only one? That might have been the only one. That's okay, though, because I have shocks from ages ago. So many. So we got the Catharsis for the Elemental deck. I'm really excited about that. Oko is going to be fun. I'm going to see whether there's going to be something to that. Curious Colossus is just cool. Lewin is fun. I may or may not have a deck for that. Milling 4 cards here might go in the Pyrogoyf, is like the Goyf deck, which is Disa. It might actually do that because milling is fine there because then we can just put them into play if we hit them. Celestial Reunion could find a home in those. I don't think Ajani does. We might do that giveaway for that. This goes in my elf deck. Really excited about that. Abundant Countryside is going to be two possibilities. The Elemental deck and which already came with one, thank goodness, but this is extended art, might go in the All the Things deck as well. High Perfect Morkant goes in the elf deck. Ashling goes in the Elementals deck. Brigid goes in the Riss Populate deck. Graveshifter goes in to replace the Graveshifter that's currently in the Changeling deck. Selfless Safe Right may or may not go in the Elf deck. I have to figure out whether it has space and whether it's any good. Impulsivity, the Elemental deck. Moonshadow, Jesus, that's so pretty. I don't know where that goes yet. I think it goes in Marin, but I'm not sure. Sure, Erdu definitely goes somewhere. I'm just excited about it. I don't know where it goes, but Elemental Spectacle can go in the Elemental deck, possibly. I'm not sure it actually makes it there. We'll see. Wistfulness goes in that deck as well. Shadow Urchin, I really love this harkening back. It's so much fun. I'm very excited about this. I just don't know where it goes yet. I don't really have a deck as such for it, so we'll see. This Goblin, again, also don't have a deck yet for it, along with Grub, but I am excited to get it. Like, I really did want a Wares and a thing. Carol doubles the triggered abilities, right, which can double, so it's so interesting. I'm sure I can fit it somewhere. I'm just not sure which one goes yet. The Aberrant Return, the Riss of this. So many Risses in the Aberrant Return. Glenerlandrel Guardian will go in the Fairies deck, and Bloodline Bidding will go in something as well. I just haven't decided which. So yeah, so I did get so many cards that I'm really excited to play with, like these. And then, you know, sort of the lesser stuff here is interesting, but I'm not sure. Like, maybe this might go with the Elemental deck, just because the Vivid is so important with that. And then I can just reveal Elementals and cheat them into play. Could be fun. But yeah, so these are the less... I mean, again, I'm still excited about this. I just don't have a deck for it yet, so I should put it there. Urchin, I'm excited about. This I'm kind of excited about, doubling the thingies. And Abigail's pretty cool. So, where did Grub go? There it is. Grub, I'm also excited about. So there's some crazy cool cards to play with here, and they're all gorgeous, even the ones I'm not playing with. So it was a pretty cool box. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I liked it very much. I got a lot of the stuff I was looking for. Got a few, there are a few things that I was looking for that I didn't get, but you can never expect a box to have all the cards you want. If you want actual cards, in particular, do not buy a box, buy singles. It will be better for you in the long run, in theory. So here we go. So there we are. Let's see what we have as far as the total. The editor will put that up, and we'll see where we were. I should have shopped around a little bit, because actually I think I overpaid for the box a little bit. I thought at the time it was a really good deal, and it was compared to the certain places. But this was, I think, a $370 box. So I think one of one of the game stores around, we were selling them for $330, because it's an in-universe set. We've gotten so used to paying so much for these collector boosters. So yeah, it's just a lot. So I think I should have shopped around a bit. I was just so excited to find it for less than another pre-ordered price. So anyway, this thing's really cool. I'm gonna see what it's actually worth at some point, and you'll have seen already. And hopefully the prices will not go down too far for the cards that you really want to sell, and not go up too far for the ones you really want to buy. That's always what we hope. So yeah, hopefully you had fun as well, and like and subscribe if you did, and then I hope to see you again soon. This is a super, super sweet thing. forgive me for being slightly dead tired, but I am so I've been playing this set. I've been really happy to do it. I did 2 pre-releases, and that's part of like what threw my schedule off a little bit. We did go 201 in the first one, split for the prizes, and then also in the second one went 3-0. I did offer the split. They wanted to do a 6-4 split instead of a 5-5 pack split. They wanted to play for 1 pack, so something was on the line, so we did. And then I got lucky, so that was pretty cool. But that second pool was ridiculous. And if you want to see the 2 pools, they're up on my Discord in the deck text, so you can see what those looked like. The first pool really was lackadaisical. It really, really wasn't good. But the second pool was nutty. And one of the reasons I hate play boosters is it just had like 7 rares in it that were all on color. It was just dumb. So yeah, so anyway, I hope you are all having so much fun with this set. I think it's fantastic. I think it's an all-timer, hopefully. I do think that, yes, it's a little bit on the rails in terms of, you know, obviously merfolk would love to be in white blue best, and so that tends to be a little bit restrictive. You don't really tend to be able to brew that much, but the fact that there is this like 5-color vivid deck can, you know, push things over the edge. So we'll see how this goes, how much you get to play with it, because I tend to prefer sets that we, you know, can cook with. But yeah, we're all 10 color pairs are are worthy and equally viable. So all right, anyway, I hope to see you all again soon. Editor will tell us what the total was, and love you all. Mwah! Have a fantastic time. Cheerios.